in 2019, there was I don't know if anybody remember, but in Venice, Italy, there was a huge flooding, and that's something that was really recurrent. And the problem with that type of flooding, it's first, like Venice is mostly a touristic city, so when there's no access, then nobody can really live and make money because it's mostly stores and restaurants and bars and hotels and everything, the service of the tourists. And so there was a beach.
There was a beach there.
a huge flood that was 3 feet high. So you can go in San Marco Square. It was like 3 feet high like that. Like you have boats going everywhere, and like they have to evacuate the place. And of course, you have a lot of art in there. So the water damages everything. So it damages the building. So it costs a lot of money. And they had a program since 1984. So that means 36 years ago. It's been 36 years that they have been trying to prevent the town of Venice being flooded like that because of all the damages that it's done and financial damages that it's doing. And for that, they wanted to build walls at the entrance of the lagoon, of the Venice lagoon. So when the water goes high, you have the walls that are retaining the water on the other side, and so it remains the same height on the side of Venice. And they start this initiative of building that wall. That's basically like it's walls that are on the ground that you lift up once the water, the water is going to come up.
Going to come up.
And they've been doing that for 36 years. And this year is the first time ever that they were able to test it, and successfully.
Bravo.
So the 79 parts of the walls that went up like that, there are walls. It's not like a wall like this. It's a wall all like
the Trump's wall.
No,
Non-existent.
It's like a slide on one side and slide on the other side, and if you can look at the pictures, but it's very impressive, and they were able to do that. But just the fact that it took 36 years, it was supposed to cost like I think $500 million at the beginning.
$500 million?
Yes, and it's not even done. It's going. They estimate it around 8 billion now.
Who paid for that
8
wall?
billion. What do you think?
The Mexicans?
Well, that's the thing. That's actually a successful wall. So the Mexicans didn't pay for it.
We Mexicans are very successful because we haven't paid anything for the wall because there's not.
Arguably, I'm sure if I ask
anyway,
I don't want to go there.
The Trump cabinet, they will say Mexicans have paid for all the wall.
So who has paid for the wall? Obviously, the taxpayers.
For the last 30 years.
36 years. On top of that, there was a lot of corruption. That's why it took so long. It's because first, a lot of corruptions, people stopping it.
Stealing the money.
Yeah, exactly. And so it went from one political delegate to another, and then this and that and this and that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what happened. And
that's what happened.
36 years. But you know what? At the end of the day, they did it. It worked.
It was a very good fact.
It was a fact.
A fact.
You worked on facts.
I work on facts.